Hello and welcome back once again to Viking Whiskey. Today it's a 15-year-old Kilkerran. This one is called Portwood. It's a single cask, 192 bottles. It says on the bottle that it's matured in port cask for 15 years, but in fact I believe it says someplace else that it's been after 10 years. They refilled it into a refill bourbon cask instead. Maybe they got enough of that port, or they drained it dry. Who knows? Anyway, I'm tasting this because usually I'm really not a fan of whiskeys matured in port casks. And somebody told me that then I should really try this one. So I'm always up for a challenge, for sure. Bottled at 51.2%. Details are on the screen right here. Here we are. Definitely has that brownish color. But let's see. Yep. It's just when you have those port wine notes. I don't really know how to really explain them, but it's this very it's this fermented grape, it's this fermented fruit, that sort of chemical or turning into, it's not acetone, it's I'm at a loss for words here, as you can clearly tell. but it is that sort of fermented gas on top of that sweetness, which is just not really going well with me in a whiskey. I love port wine, I really do, but yeah, you definitely have that note, the port wine. Apart from that, there is light toffee. There is even a little bit of raisin. Some green apple. Some cherry jam. And some very sweet honey, but it's just so hard to sort of nose past that port wine. All right, let's give it a go. All right, the mouthfeel and the texture is great. Alcohol is superb. It's smooth. Good dose of cane sugar sweetness. There's also some apple juice sweetness. And then there is, on the other side of things, a very clear note of bitter grape skins, like in an Italian grappa. That's not one of my favorites, might as well say. And then in the aftertaste you have these port wine notes. A sort of sweet fruit wine in those fermented notes. But it's not that strong. It's actually better than I expected. Just dealing with these grape skins. But let's have another chew. Well, I have to admit, second chew is actually quite enjoyable. There's ripe plums. There's more sweetness. Those grape skins, they keep popping out though. And you do have that sort of acetone feel now as well. There's more toffee. There's some Christmas cake. Actually, this is basically what a sherried macaron in a cake tastes like. I keep struggling with those grape skin notes though. It's like there is a massive and intense sweetness, but then this really bitter thing on the other side. And they're not really well integrated. But apart from those two notes, it's actually very smooth, and it's a good balance apart from those two. And the texture is really fantastic. Very light sulfuric note in the nose now as well, as in the taste. On the third chew, it's slightly drier, but still very sweet. I can't get rid of those grape skins, unfortunately. There's a bit more minty character here. Some light ginger. Apart from that, just this massive sweetness and the grape skins. On the finish, you are primarily left with, well, it is warm. It's a very light peppers, but it's still quite sweet. And these grape skins are still dominating the whole thing. Sulfur notes are down, which is a good thing. But still, it's sweet, it's port wine, and grape skins here in the finish. And that's not really enough. All right. Very happy I tried it. I do understand the attraction for some people. I also think that some people would probably like it less than I do. But I'll try and rate it anyway. It's going to be hard. But the nose, now with both sulfur and ashes, because the port was so dominating until it became sulfury, it's hard to deal with, and it's hard for me to say that it's a great nose, so it's a 78. Taste-wise, I mean, there are really good things about it. Great texture, great mouthfeel, some parts of it in good balance, but just those notes that I have a lot of trouble dealing with. And for that reason, on the taste, for me, it's going to be a 75. And the finish, yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't get you anywhere new or better. And especially these grape skins, I mean, it's just one of my least favorite flavors, along with sulfur and cardboard. Those are probably my three least favorite flavors. So on the finish, I want to say 73. Which should lead us to an average of 75. All right. But as I said, this is my rating. Some people might love it and think I'm an idiot, but that's why people have different tastes. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. As always, drop me a line, comment, question. Maybe you really disagree on this one, then do let me know. Otherwise, I hope to see you on the next one. Cheers.